Another fat bearded man talking about records here. Now I want to sing you a song. I want to sing you a song about a man. He's more than a legend than a man. Some people, well, they call him Billy. Other people, they call him Billy. There's at least one man calls him Billy Thrust. But I just know him as Billy. So this one's for you, Billy. Billy Hurst, well done. Billy Hurst, well done. You got 200 subs, I think you're on the run. When you talk about them records, I could listen all day long. And on every Monday, you sing us all a song. Billy Hurst, well done. Billy Hurst, well done. You got 200 subs, you're the VC's favorite son. I don't know about the metal, but I love the country twang. Billy Hurst, Billy Hurst, well done. Here's to you, Billy Hurst. Hi VC, it's me. That was me all along. That was just me and my my country singer kind of persona. Anyway, so Billy Hurst, well done, man. 200 subs. I know you're far more than that now, anyway. So, but well done. It's been great. I've enjoyed watching your videos, and your singing is brilliant, out of this world. I wish I had more of your stuff. Actually, I want you to do more of your own material because you know you're a talented guy. Anyway, you wanted us to do for your 200 subs contest a kind of a name game. So you wanted us to have a album by an artist or a band for each of the letters in our name. So another fat bearded man talking about records. That's 39 letters. So here we go. 30. I'm joking with you. So I'm just Headley. So that's only H-E-D-L-E-Y. Six letters. So I think we can cope with that. I'll do this really quickly. So let's start with H for House of Love. This is their album House of Love by House of Love. House of Love by House of Love. I think it's their third album. 92. It's indie, alternative, very influenced by the Stone Roses and Primal Scream. Their earlier stuff wasn't. This has got that kind of more dance beats and drum elements to it. It's got great songs on it like Crush Me and Cruel, actually, which aren't the ones that it says on the cover. So yeah, I don't have any great connection to it really. It's just, it was the sort of stuff that was playing in the clubs, in the clubs when I used to go to clubs, in the indie clubs of in the north of England. So H, House of Love. Give me an E. Sorry, I won't do that again. The Everly Brothers, Roots. This is from '68, and this is again one of those sort of arguably early country rock records. Actually, this is them going back to their roots. Get it? And there's actually a recording of them from something like 1942 on the radio when they were kids. But there's some great songs on here. They've got them doing covers of Billy Love stuff like Mama Tried, Sing Me Back Home, both Merle Haggard songs, and they are great. Shady Grove is good, but then there's some slightly more esoteric, not quite so country tunes on here, like Illinois and Ventura Boulevard. And Illinois, I suppose, is the standout track on here, even though I do like the funky version of is it T for Texas, I think, that's on here, yeah. But yeah, Illinois, if you haven't heard it, check it out, groovy song. E, H-E, H-E. Okay, D. This one's got a bit more of a meaning to it. This is Donovan. This is Universal Soldier. This isn't actually the album that my mother had, but she was a big fan of Donovan, and growing up I used to listen to a lot of this sort of stuff in our house. That sort of folky, she said she liked Dylan, but she had more Donovan than Dylan. And she was one of the sort of people that didn't like it when Dylan went electric. And so this has got Universal Soldier on it, which is a Buffy St. Marie song, which is one of the early ones I remember learning how to sing. Catch the Wind is on here as well, which is probably one of the first songs I learned how to play on the old guitar. And every so often I still play it for my mum. She says when I'm playing something she doesn't like, she says, "Can you play Catch the Wind?" And I do. So Donovan, he wishes. Okay, H-E-D, we need an L now. Okay, time for a lady. Katie Lang, Ingenue, which is a cracking album. It's probably her breakout album that made her famous. Was the first stuff I heard from her. Constant Craving on here, Miss Chatelaine, that sort of torch singer, laid back, groovy. Earlier stuff was country. There are still sort of country elements in this, but this is a beautiful, beautiful album. Yeah, Constant Craving. I love the way that Constant Craving is the last track on the album. You've really got to wait for it. But yeah, I understand that wasn't released in the States in vinyl, so... Okay, H-E-D-L-E, we need another E. Give me an E, please, Bob. Okay, Elvis Costello. Big fan of Elvis Costello. I thought about showing some of his early stuff. Miami's True, this year's Model. But this is an album, the Juliet Letters, with the Brodsky Quartet, that I'm very, very fond of. It's an album with a string quartet, which for some people is probably far beyond the pale and is pretentious and not the sort of thing they would want to listen to, but I think it is absolutely beautiful. Songs like there's sort of pop songs like Jackson's Monk and Row. Oh, the idea behind the album is that that all of the he was influenced by hearing about people that would write to Juliet Capulet, you know, of Romeo and Juliet fame, and hence why it's called the Juliet Letters. And so he then came up with the idea about every song should be a letter. So there's love letters, suicide notes, all kinds of and Jackson's Monk and Row is a kind of a legal letter. But there's some beautiful songs on here, and The Birds Will Still Be Singing is perhaps the most beautiful thing that Elvis Costello ever wrote. So, the Juliet Letters by Elvis Costello, H-E-D-L-E. Only one more to go. I ummed and ahed about this because, of course, there's a huge number of Ys. I thought about Yazoo. I like them. I thought about Steve Young, but I thought I've had a bit of country in there. But I've ended up, obvious one, Neil Young, Rust Never Sleeps. This is his. It's a kind of it was a live recording, but they only kind of it's then kind of produced as if it's an album, not a studio album. So there's lots of studio overdubs, I assume, in it. And I suppose the outstanding tracks on this are the opener and the closer, My Hey Hey, Out of the Blue, and Hey Hey My Into the Black, that kind of work as bookends, a bit like Sgt. Pepper. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band does on that aforementioned album, where just like that one, the first one is a kind of a more straight ahead version, the last one is far more rocking, and that's what this album does. You have the first half being acoustic stuff, great songs like Thrasher, Pocahontas, and then the second half we've got Powderfinger, Welfare Mothers, Sedan Delivery, which are with Crazy Horse, and Rock Out. So there you go, that's the Y, H-E-D-L-E-Y, Headley, that's me. Billy, well done. I just want to say, I don't like the idea of people in the States paying too much money to send records to people in Europe. I think, we're not in this to lose money. It's great if we have records that we want to pass on to people. I've done that in the UK, and I don't have a problem with that when it costs you a couple of pounds to do that. But I don't like the idea of you having to be out of pocket. It's not right. So I hope you don't take offence for me saying that. But honestly, If it doesn't offend you, I'd like to take myself out of the competition. I only wanted to do this to sort of to wish you well and say I really love your channel. Thank you very much for posting the songs. They're great. Bit more country, lay off the metal. But yeah, I hope you don't take offence. So include me out, as the man says. Right, bye-bye.